I just might be in your hood.
Fuck out of here, man. You dumbass niggas. You niggas is silly out here trying to look cute and shit, man.
I just might be in your hood.
Niggas wanna come and talk to me about all this dumb shit. Nigga ain't trying to...
Yo, what's going on, YouTube, man? I know it's been about a week long, and I did say I was going to post over the weekend, but, man, as soon as I got Big Red back, I got back to work, damn it, you hear me? And then also when the weekend happened, you know, I was kicking it and having a good time and celebrating, you know. But, let's get to what Big Red looked like. I'ma show y'all. You know, I miss my day, miss my baby, my home, you know, my income. But yeah, take a quick gander at it. I'm gonna open this hood real quick before I, you know, flip them around. So, check it out and enjoy, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some things. There she is, folks. Big Red. You see how the front of my hood ain't got the new pinstripes on. You see that paint, how shiny? You know, but I'm thinking about taking that off, though. Real talk. New headlights, fog lights, chrome moldings, freightliner, brand new shiny chrome. You heard me? They used my original headlight from my last one. It's the only one I didn't change. And that's why I'm still going to end up changing my headlights the way I want them. They did a damn good job on that paint, though. That paint wet. You heard me? Wet. Let me open them up. When I got Big Red back, my coolant was low, lower than this. And mind you, I didn't have my APU running for the past 2 months. So the first time I cut it on for the heat, it sent a lot of my coolant to the APU because it's been so long. So when I woke up the next day, I had the stop light, or you know, the stop engine, the check engine light on and everything. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Yeah, I needed coolant. Fuel separator. I'm gonna tell you about this in a second. But here's my new intercooler. One of the things they did change. Let me walk around to the other side real fast. And this right here, yeah. They changed this down here. That's brand new. All this, new bolts, new bumper. Changed a few things, but this is why I'm kind of not really saying anything yet, but I'm about to. So this place cut corners and I didn't catch it right away, but I'm gonna start with this, the lights. If I didn't have LED lights in my head bulbs, see this is a regular bulb. There's no hang time whatsoever for it, so I had to twist it and it's not even straight. So if I use it, the beam pattern is kind of crooked. But I got LEDs in my fog lights and I got it in my headlights, but I usually have my high beams as well. They cut corners down on both sides, that pissed me off. New flan clutch, new radiator. You know what I'm saying? New belts. But here's the thing. I'm gonna touch this part. I'm gonna touch these bolts. I'm gonna flip the camera around and talk to you. So stay with me now. New AC condenser. So you know, for the summer, I'm gonna be real cold. I'm touching these bolts to show you everything. This was the problem. This sensor right here. Now, the reason I'm showing you that is because when I first got the truck back, not only was the guy supposed to have it running, which he claimed he did, you know, it was off when I got back, because you know, it's been sitting so long. But they're supposed to test drive it, make sure everything's okay. I could tell they didn't test drive it. I know, I guarantee they didn't test drive it. You know how? You know how I know? Because when I got in the truck, almost immediately, when I was changing gears, you know, second, third, fourth, fifth, so on, the turbo was whining at every single gear on the top end of the gear. And I didn't know why. Checking my load out. You know what? Y'all can check it with me. You know, it was whining at every gear and I didn't know why. And I drove like that to my first pickup. You know, I'm anxious to get back to work, people. So, you know, like, damn, the truck been sitting there long enough. Time to get back to work. So, I drove about 100 miles after, oh, this is what it was looking like. I gotta fix that. I ain't got that much further to go anyways, people. After that, alright, people. Check this out. Data loss 1126. Like I told y'all in my last video, the sleep apnea video, that I originally had my sleep study scheduled for the 27th of November, and I couldn't make it because of that. But check some of this stuff out. They done did, I believe it's 23 items, if I'm correct. They changed. Front bumper, centerpiece, cover. Talk about an overlap labor. Oh my gosh. Check it out with me. You know, headlight assembly. They use so many different stores to get parts for this truck. Hood assembly, inner hood side, air charger, radiator, hose, radiator inlet, clutch fan, AC condenser, the filler. They have to recharge it. That's page 1. Look at these prices. Man. $350, $2,200 for the hood assembly. That's actually cheaper than what I originally looked up myself. Mind you, I try to look up some of this stuff myself to kind of get an idea. The air charger, $1,810. Wow. Radiator, $2,200. What the fuck? Man, I'm glad I got a new radiator, because, you know, I ain't got to change that much. The hose for it. Let me see the clutch fan. $597. Wow. Condenser, $435. I'm sorry, I'm going through it twice. It's just that I had to see the shit to believe the shit. And you know, the labor, I don't know, when they know it's an insurance claim, it seems like they go nuts. You know what I mean? And here's page 2. Page 3 is like page 2, so I ain't even want to flipping that shit over. AC line, high pressure, the refrigerant, the aim headlights, cooler for the radiator, freight charges, fog light assembly, decal. They talk about decal assembly. They didn't put no fucking decals on this truck. You saw the front of the hood had no decals. They were gone. So they got $75 out of that shit and they didn't replace it. You know, I don't know why these insurance, they be lying their ass off. Anyways, body hours 19 at 85 a pop, $16.91 for the labor. How much to paint the front end? If you ever want to get your front ends painted, I'm not sure the stages they use or how you ask to quote it. Took 14 hours. Of course, it take 14 hours to paint it. That's just probably the whole process. 85 a pop, $12.24. You know, and then 4 hours for the mechanical hours. And let's see here, $39.60 markups. Parts total, this is what I want to look at, $9,285. Labor total, $3,415. Whatever a supplement is, some shit they just want to add on. Paint materials, $504. The towing was included. So the people that was asking me about the towing, the towing did come up to like $2,200 and something between the two towing companies, because the first towing company got me for like $1,300 to hold on to it for the storage thing, and then the other towing company that these people use to get it to the shop told like another. Man, I can't believe it. My bad, people. The damn phone just died on me. I didn't have it charged, but I was getting to the total. which if y'all saw on the thing still, the net estimate was $12,531.05. That's what it was, and I had to pay my deductible. So that's how much it costs when you leave your truck unattended over the weekend in the open lot and park next to one truck who decides to hit you and run. That's what it is, people. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Richard. He actually just commented while I was recording. So he asked, where have I been? It's been a while. It's been a week too long. Hey, man. Hey, I'll tell y'all, soon as I got my truck back, it was back to work. You hear me? I had to get it back down to the yard. I had to get it looked at. Like I said, I had to get things tightened up. I did a few loads. I hung out for the weekend. I was nowhere near a computer. I mean, man. But I'm going to take this little time right here to answer some of my comments. Let me see here. Just give me a second. Bear with me. Shout out to Jay Fletcher. You know, he say he's starting trucking in February 12th. I had another man, Seth, on another video ask me, I guess, do Dart do anything out of West Texas? And the answer is yes. I've been to El Paso several times. They have an account there with the border and stuff like that, and we do, or they do Albuquerque, New Mexico as well. I'm not advertising for Dart, but I'm just asking questions because I know. You know, I'll share what I know with y'all. Let me see. Shout out to anybody that had blessings out for me, man. Just tell me to keep my head up. You know, I did my best. If it wasn't for the support of the people around me, my truck probably would have been repoed. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because this shit is expensive. There's nothing cheap about owning a truck. For the people that want to get a truck, just know when it comes out to getting insurance, make sure you have rental reimbursement. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. It would have saved me a lot of headache. I know I could have went to Penske or, you know, something like that, a Ryder, and get a truck while my truck was being worked on that entire time and kept the same income coming. Because today I get my first check today, and man, I missed some owner-operator paychecks, boy. I thought I'd never say it. Shout out to Keeping It 100, man. I love your videos. I watch them. I've been watching your videos and stuff like that. I comment every now and then, but, you know, I try to keep quiet every now and then, let you talk. You be going in on them sometimes. And I know one thing you asked somebody comment about you getting mean. The more videos you did, I don't think you are. You just, when you start trucking and getting experience, man, your attitude does start to change, but it's not a bad thing. It's because you're learning things, you know, because we all have this image in our head about how trucking is before we start trucking, and then as we go along, we learn what's really going on, and it changes a little bit. We adapt to it, adjust to it, or we get the hell up out of it. You know, that's all that is. So, you know, keep it up, Pinky. You know, you're doing real good. I see you, man. I see you. But yeah, everything's good with my truck. Yesterday I did have a check engine light come on, and then the coder through it said poor depth quality, check depth. And I immediately parked at a rest area, did a park regen. I know because my truck been sitting for the past 2 months, I know that depth been sitting in my tank for so long. I don't know what the lifetime or how long it can last in the truck or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with it. I did take it to the truck stop and fill it up right away, right after it. Let me see, man, it's one more, let's see. Yeah, as far as the sleep apnea stuff, I took it one time, and the doctor told me at this Concentra, they don't have a cap on it like they do medical cars and stuff like that. Once you take a sleep apnea sleep study and come up negative with it, you won't have to take it again. So 2 years, your DOT physical run out, you got to go back in. Let's say your BMI is still over 35 or whatever, 45. They won't have you going for a sleep study again. But you got to keep the sleep study test results on you if you decide to go to a different place to do the testing. I know a lot of Concentras stay in network, so they can easily fax over a document from one place to another. That should be nothing. But stick with me, people. I'm trying to get back on track. Remember, I'm a flatbedder. So a lot of the downtime y'all got while y'all back to dock doors getting loaded and unloaded, I'm standing outside the truck, tarping, untarping, strapping and chaining and so on and so forth. So I will find time to upload a video. And I already made a promise to somebody to do it today in between loads. If I'm doing the next load I think I'm doing, then yeah, I'll have a few hours. So thanks for watching, tuning in. I'm going to come back and I'll probably post another video right after this one. So stay tuned, y'all. Thanks for watching and staying tuned. And shout out. I finally over 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out and I'll holler back at y'all.